And now we're streaming. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Monday night, and it's chilly and damp and raw in Plano, Texas. Thus, once again, Luongo is parked in front of the fireplace. And as I just said to a group of people, I've been sitting in front of this fireplace now for 2 weeks. I'm surprised my hair is not singed and that my backside has a tan. But in any case, oh my gosh. Oh, look at look at all these beautiful faces. Isn't it wonderful, Steph? We're up to 26 people. I'm sure we'll end up with at least 30 or more tonight. All right, I don't know about you. I don't know how many of you were able to plug in to Level Up, but I feel so restored and so renewed after this Saturday training. It was the best virtual training the company has done to date. Everybody was on par, on point, on task. It was pretty much a spotless interpretation of what we represent. And so I was on the call last night with the Healthy Living affiliates. Yes, we're still around. And we were talking about marketing, and I found this in my closet. It's a cassette tape from Mitra Ray that she put out 25 years ago or 28 years ago. And it's Call Me in the Morning by Dr. Mitra Ray. And this cassette tape is 15 minutes long, and she talked about the power of Juice Plus. And when this cassette tape came out, everybody's business exploded. It was the first time people heard about the power of produce, the state of health in this country, and what plants could do. And here we have it in a capsule. I would buy 500 at a time. They were $1 a piece. And then I would sell 20 to Kathy Schlann, or sell 10 to somebody else, or 5 to somebody else. But I would spend $500 for these cassette tapes. Okay. And I was watching Mitra on stage on Saturday morning, and I said, baby, 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 have we come a long way? Because the morning segment of Level Up was absolutely priceless. Mitra Ray, and we're going to have Amy Hopkins review this in just a second, but Mitra Ray talking about our Juice Plus in your body, what it does after 10 years. Phenomenal. Dr. Paul Stricker's presentation. I'm going to tell you right now, it is a watch party for parents who have children in sports. It is brilliant. It will be a brilliant watch party. And Lisa Pebbles talking about the backstory behind Juice Plus, that will be a Monday night call. All right, so without further ado, we have our own in-house medical professional, nurse practitioner, soon to be functional medicine something, Amy Hopkins. She's brilliant. We were on the phone this morning and we were talking about neurons of the brain. You wouldn't believe the conversations we have. All right, I want to bring Amy up because Amy, I know that you wanted to recap, do a 5 to 6 minute recap with Mitra. So the floor is yours, my friend.
Excellent. Thank you, Terry. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm going to share my screen right quick. I will tell you, it was a powerful conversation that she had, and she put it in 16 minutes, and I'm going to try to put it in 8. I'm going to speak on these very quickly, and if you can't keep up, it's okay. Just hit the replay in Facebook, and you can hit pause and really get to the nitty gritty of some of these. I love the outline of this image that we have access to, because it gives you kind of a timeline of where to go in this, right? And so that was really spot on. And, she started the conversation and ended the conversation with a very key point that's pretty powerful, especially in the medical field of things, when she says scientists have the freedom to publish whatever they want when they do our studies. And so that's really key to some of the things, because we think they get impacted by who provides what or who pays for what, and they do. Studies do get impacted by that. And so for Juice Plus to have free reign of that that's a pretty powerful thing. So, she starts out in 2 to 10 hours, she starts talking about the polyphenols, right? Slows your systemic inflammation down, aging. And what's really cool about this is that whenever your polyphenols, when you feed your gut, guess what your gut does for you? It feeds you. It's a really neat relationship. 7 to 28 days, we start to see bioavailability. And she talked about how this term was not well known when she started, like Terry said, 28 years ago. And, you know, we have massive amounts of research that shows the bioavailability. They talk about 3 specific ones: beta carotene, lycopenes, that's your sunblock, and alpha tocopherols. Now, this wasn't just an increase. This was like 500% in beta carotene, 80% in your lycopenes, increase of 40%. These are big numbers in research, y'all. That's a big number. Bioavailability means, can your body use it? Can your body take it out of the bloodstream and use it at the cellular level? And that's what that term means. In 2 weeks, we have significant reduction in exercise-induced oxidation. This is huge. That's 2 weeks of being consistent with this. And you all know, and if you don't, we've partnered with the U.S. Performance Center, which trains our top athletes in the United States, which is pretty powerful. Kudos to our product, right? Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about this is at 80 days, okay? So we're going to talk about consistency right quick, because there's significant decrease in DNA damage. Lots of things affect our DNA and damage our DNA, right? UV light, free radicals from eating toxic food, ionizing radiation from 5G networks and Wi-Fi radiation. There's lots of things that affect our DNA and damage our cells. We have 30 trillion cells in our body, y'all. The DNA tells these cells what to do, right? It's our blueprint for cellular function. So think about when your body replicates a cell and to split and to create new cells. And if that replication process is not intact, if that DNA has been damaged, this is the beginnings of cancer. This is where cancer comes into play. So consistency starts to show. So what they showed in one of our studies, healthy adults, about 7 to 10% in 60 days. Young population, 44% in 77 days. Elderly, 66%. Significant decrease in DNA damage at 80 days. Huge. Those are huge, huge research numbers. 8 to 12 weeks increase in skin, gum, heart, and lung health. She went over that. She talked specifically about all 4 of those things, but microcirculation in the skin. This is huge because she talks about the different things we want to put on our face topically, right? All the creams and lotions and all the things. Juice Plus improves the microcirculation by 40%, hydrates it, thickens, and increases the density of your skin. This is big. Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it's the first barrier to all kinds of germs and pathogens in the environment, right? Okay, so moving on to the next little tab there, 2 to 4 months, we're talking about butyrate. Butyrate is huge for better gut health and glucose clearance. The composition of the gut microbiome influences all the areas of our body, physically, mentally. We get overweight. Well, there's so many things that start with gut imbalance, and butyrate is shown to be significantly increased in 2 to 4 months with consistency at 16 weeks, so 4 months. And don't you love how she puts these? We go to hours, days, weeks. I love this outline that she puts here. Brain function. This is where the big stuff comes into play. Increased huge impact to your brain function, better working memory, selective attention, in other words, focused instead of squirrel brain, processing speed, in other words, being able to think on your feet, and executive function, making smart decisions in the moment. Significant increase in an omega-3 index. So this is a real big portion, y'all. Okay, so we measure the omega-3 index, okay? We can measure this. In the United States, our average is about 5%. In Japan, it's about 8%. They live significantly longer than we do here in the US. Now, we did a study that showed, whenever what it looks like when you don't take omegas, and whenever you add the omegas, how your omega-3 index goes up. But what was really cool about this study is that when you add all 4 blends together, it really impacted the omega-3 index up to that 8% level. And then they doubled the omega-3 And that impacted it up to 14% optimizing. She kept saying the word optimizing, Dr. Mitra Ray, and I am with her. I want to be optimally healthy. I want to be in that space. 6 months down the road, we talk about, this is where she talks about the decrease in body fat, decrease in insulin resistance, increase in lean muscle mass. And 8 months down the road, she talks about the immunity studies where we have, when you take Juice Plus, decreased in the severity of illnesses, lost work days, decreased in lost work days, obviously, increased activity in your immune cells 8 months down the road. Last but not least, the 10-year button down at the very bottom. She says, 10 years, long-term implications of taking Juice Plus. They said if everyone 18 years of older in the United States took Juice Plus for 10 years, this is the impact that it would make. 3 different populations. Healthy population, 62 million coronary events avoided. So what that means, just imagine 62 million less heart attacks, y'all. That's huge. That's in the healthy population. That saves us $109 billion in healthcare costs. People who have high blood pressure, 46 million coronary events avoided, which saves us 137 billion. This is just if people took it for 10 years. And in the metabolic syndrome population, you still save or avoid about 1 million cardiac coronary events, and you still save $1.32 billion. So these are huge numbers, y'all. And I appreciate being live, being at these events, like Terry said. And it just revives and kind of revitalizes my passion and purpose for what we do, what we have at our hand, and why we're doing this and our mission. So that's it. I'm done.
Wow. Okay. Powerful, powerful. All right, guys. This image that Amy pulled up, we all have access to this image. And I really want to encourage you to get this image to all of your existing customers and validate their decision to be on Juice Plus. And yes, Abby just said it's on boards under what's new. All right, so send it to your existing customers, but this is the perfect way to connect with customers who have said, I don't want to take this anymore. All right, and we are on my Monday morning WHAM call. There's some fabulous verbiage as to how to reintroduce this to your canceled customers. And I think I'm going to post some of these conversations or these intros on Team Up tomorrow. All right, so be watching the Team Up Facebook page along with this image, because boy, talk about validation. You've done the right thing at the right time. So powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Amy. All right. Sarah Winstead, are you in the house? As Sarah is unmuting herself, we had, I don't know, 8, 10 girls here on Saturday morning and at my house, and we had such a spectacular time. We laughed, we ate, but every single one of us really came to the realization that it really is the synergy, the compound effect of being together in the same room. So Sarah, are you there, honey?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So, all right, my darling, talk to me about Jason Dorsey.
Yeah, I don't know, for those that were at conference, I don't know if you guys remember when he spoke about the generations. He's very animated, very funny. So was glad that they were actually able to bring him back again. And so I wrote this down actually from conference, but I want to start off with this when I found this back in my notes. But one of the things he touched on was why focus on generations. Perception is everything. Generations allow us to connect, drive influence, and build trust. So when they were doing the Q&A near the end of his talk, one of the questions came up about, and he mentioned this with events, but he said, we can't tell people what to do. We need to meet them where they're at. So that really drove home. And he said, you stay in the same generation, you go through different life stages, know the stages the people you're talking to are at. So particularly with events. So personalize what's important to the people you are inviting to an event. Time is precious, y'all. And what benefit and value will they gain by coming to your event? Live events now are obviously where we're seeing the most impact, and people want an experience. So we need to make sure when we are reaching out to those people, what life stage are they at? What is going to be beneficial to their time? And what is kind of the driving force of why they want to be there? He also mentioned that some of the most successful businesses and teams are the ones that have like all sorts of generations that are in that team. So you learn from different generations. So he's like, don't get stuck in a box and only talking to the people that are in your similar stage of life, because you just never know who's going to want to be a part of the event and be a part of this wonderful community.
It was so much fun. We had so much fun that Carly and Sarah stayed till 10 o'clock at night. We just don't know when to pull the plug on fun. Okay, so we had such a great time. Okay, if you are a baby boomer, Jason Dorsey said, do not retire out of this business. Do not retire out of this business. Wow. All right. I thought that was so powerful. And when he talked about events, started to connect the dots as to why all the sourdough workshops are so successful in transitioning sourdough participants into Juice Plus customers, because they provide value and they're speaking to a need, and it's so experiential. That was so obvious when he was talking, that we really do have a home run with sourdough events. We just have to get really good at closing it and bringing these people into the Juice Plus loop. So I thought that was so powerful. Carly, thank you, Miss Sarah. Carly, are you on the line? Do you want to unmute yourself? Carly. Well, maybe Carly, we'll hold off on Carly. All right, level up Saturday morning, all the buzz, a new product. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? We're going to show a short video clip, and then Abby, I want you to share your thoughts. But Kathy, if you want to share this video clip, so powerful. Get ready, guys. New product coming. Wow. That, I mean, literally, people were screaming in this room on Saturday. We were screaming. We were so excited. All right. Now is the season. You're going to introduce this. It's adaptogenics. Okay. Mushrooms. Adaptogens are plant foods that help you adapt to stress. End of story. All right. Mushrooms are adaptogenic. So in this formulation, there is lion's mane, which is very specific to brain function. They are saying that it is one of the top nutrients to take to slow down or completely prevent Alzheimer's disease. Okay. It's one of the best things you can take to enhance cognitive function. So mushrooms, I have been on lion's mane for at least 10 years, plus other mushrooms, but I'm glad that they're focusing in on lion's mane. Ashwagandha, all right, it is an herb that simply brings all that stimulation down. All right, again, helps to support brain function. And I thought it was fascinating, and I can't wait to hear more, because the other ingredient is from the ginger family. And I thought it was fascinating. And I know that Lisa Pebbles did her homework. I'm not quite sure why ginger is in this formula. I don't know. I mean, we all know that ginger is one of the top things to reduce inflammation. So I'm fascinated to see how the synergy, again, the compound effect of the three of them working together, reduce inflammation, Amy and I this morning, the neurons of the brain. Not just what's going on in the gut microbiome, but directly to the neurons of the brain. So talk about something. I'm going to tell you, people out there are talking adaptogens right now. It is a hot topic. So I'm going to ask Amy, not Amy, Abby. Abby, are you there? Do you want to unmute yourself and give us some
Hey.
thoughts?
Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Okay, so we were on the accountability call today, and I was just thinking about how excited I am about this. I was taking adaptogens at one point, and I learned that, Terry, I didn't know that about lion's mane, so that's very, very fascinating. But what I was saying this morning to the group was that I feel like just like the Tower Garden is, I'm going to call it the gateway for some people into our Juice Plus world to learn about the capsules. This is another point that's going to bring people in, because people that are anxious and, looking to, help their brain, their cognitive function, this is going to be like, I'm going to say again, the gateway drug into learning about our capsules. And so this is going to open up a new market of people, because we all know that there are a lot of people that don't see the value and understand the power and importance of fruits and vegetables. But when there's something very specific that we're targeting with a product, I really think this is going to be an incredible way to bring new people in. And then once you have them in and we show them our community and the, like Lisa, and I trust our products and our company so much and the quality that we put out. I just know this is going to be incredible. So I'm really, really excited about it. And I hope that you are too. So that's what I got, Terry.
I think that is so powerful. I brought a new customer on board last week, and she bought the family package of the Tower Gardens, 3 Tower Gardens, and initially was not interested at all to learn about Juice Plus. And but little by little, I'm getting to know her and her health challenges and why she bought 3. And just though she came in through the door of Tower Garden, because of the questions that I asked. Thank you, Brandon Barber. I've gotten really good at developing a relationship for her. Now finding out she's got kidney issues. Oh my goodness. Now that opens the door for more conversation about Juice Plus. So I think these adaptogens will do the same thing. All right, this is what I would love for you to do if you're so inclined. Learn more about mushrooms. If you go find Paul Stamets, Stamets, Paul Stamets YouTubes. He was my first source of education about mushrooms. It's something he's done TED Talks talking about the mycelium network of mushrooms, the plant kingdom that mushrooms represent, and what mushrooms can do for the environment and for your body. So Paul Stamets, Stemets, educate yourself about mushrooms. So when this drops, you are ready to talk to people about the power of mushrooms. Does that make sense? All right. Abby, yes.
Terry, can you spell the last name one more time for me, please?
Stemets, Stemets. YouTube. Go look at his TED Talks. All right. It's a whole new world of education. You talk about a food first approach. Fits right in to our basic principles and conversation. All right. Of course, Travis Garza. Yeah, I need to put, can somebody put the name Paul Stamets into the chat, please? Travis Garza, of course, blew our hair back. He's so excited, guys. And, he's carrying a lot of responsibility. And if you are of a praying mindset, I'm going to ask you to keep him in your prayers every single day, because the job that he has taken on is so awesome. So last week we had a leadership call, and I want to play for you. I want to go out. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, I'm going to play Travis Garza. But Judy, I think you had a message that you wanted to share from Jonelle. Are you there, Judy? Do you want to unmute yourself?
Yeah, I'm here.
ahead.
Jonelle's not on yet tonight, and I'm sorry, I would love for her to share this. But as you do the sourdough parties, you know, Terry was touching on that, a great way to go and introduce Juice Plus. As you talk about Juice Plus at your sourdough party and tell them the value of fruits and vegetables for your microbiome, that fiber, how important that is from fruits and vegetables. And then you do the Juice Plus party and they understand that the fermented sourdough, fermented foods, you know, sauerkraut, whatever. She says at the very end, she says when it's over, they've learned how to make sourdough. It's an easy way to introduce Juice Plus, and you've talked a little bit about Juice Plus. She said, I know most of you won't go home and make sourdough every day. You're not going to make bread every day. You might not make it even every week or every month, but Juice Plus is something that you can do every day, and it's easy. And that's something, if you start that today, that's going to affect your microbiome. Sourdough will too, but Juice Plus is something you will do every day. And I just thought that's genius. People aren't going to make bread every day. They're not maybe going to even eat bread every day, but they could take Juice Plus every day. And she said,
Wow.
That's how people sign up. They're like, yeah, okay, I'll go that route. So
What a great way to bring the people into the Juice Plus community. Judy, that's brilliant. I want to do a call in the not too distant future about how to bring more people from sourdough into our family. Okay, and we will reshare that. That is so brilliant. Okay, Steph Fletcher just put up Travis Garza and Lisa Pebbles and Terry Luongo will be in San Antonio on July 12th and 13th. I hope you'll let me do a training, Steph. I hope you'll let me do a training, because I just wrapped up my 2 PowerPoints for St. Louis, and I'm excited to be there with them, but I'm going to be excited to be with everybody in San Antonio on July 12th and 13th. All right, guys, we're going to go out with Travis. I want you to hear his heart and how committed he is to us. And these are our marching orders into Indianapolis. Go ahead, Kathy, if you want to run that. Thank you, Judy.
I just want to say thank you for joining the call. I'm here in Florida. I'm meeting with our executive leadership team, and we are taking some time to talk not only about what's going to happen this next year in 2024, but what does it look like 18 months from now. And I want to take some time here as an organization. Some of the things I want to share some of the things that we're working on right now. And my first 6 months at Juice Plus has been incredible, just incredible. And I can tell you that as I start to look at what my next 6 months will look like, I will say that, I truly believe, and I hope you hear my heart in this, I truly believe that we are going to be on a rocket ship. I truly believe it. I truly believe as we start to think about what they're saying to turn up my volume. Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better now? Is that better? Okay. I can tell you that one of the things that I'm excited about for the next 6 months is what we're doing. And for those of you, as we start to think about what we're doing and where we're going, there are some really key things that you've been asking for some time. And we have been working very, very, very hard and listening to what you've been asking for. It's interesting. Some of the things are, I would say, basics. One is around auto renewals. Some of you have been asking, like, can we please have auto renewals? Why did we remove that? And I can tell you that Sean and the team they've been working very hard with IT recently. And what has been discussed for years, I think we're going to have a solution very soon. I can tell you that as we look at enrollment process, some of you have been asking for years, like, can we just please make it easy for somebody to join? Just please, please, please. And I can tell you that Sean and the team have been working with IT, and we should have some information to you very soon on this. This has been extremely important to you. Now we're starting to see prototypes of what this might look like. And so we know it's coming very, very soon. But one of the other things that I would say, as you think about 2024, and I thought it was so well put with, developing this company into a rocket ship. There are 3 principles that the events team, Sean, Jason, and Maria put together, I think is important for us to think about. And that is, And I love the theme for our conference in April in Indianapolis for our leadership. And you think about this, there's 3 words that stood out to me, and I think it is so powerful. One, I think, you think about innovate. And at this conference, we are preparing to launch something new at this conference that you will be able to see, taste, and experience. We're preparing at this conference. If you have not registered and you can qualify for this, you need to be at this conference in Indianapolis. We are preparing to innovate and show you innovation with our product line. At this conference, we're prepared to show you innovation on technology. We're going to show you some of the roadmap that we're creating, and you're going to be able to see this as far as what this will look like. And Juice Plus is going to get into the 21st century on where we're going. This is why we're talking about innovate. Now, engage, you're going to have some keynote speakers that are going to be at this event, and we're going to start talking about how we're working with you on how we're training and onboarding our new customers and doing it very, very well. It's really important for us. And then if you think about how we're going to ignite the future, I believe everything that you're going to start to see here in this next 6 months is going to explode and ignite us and ignite this rocket ship for growth. But what I'm asking for from you is that you never stop providing the insight for where we're going. You can never stop providing the engagement of what we're doing. You can never stop believing in what we're doing to ignite, innovate, and engage in this business. Juice Plus has all of the elements to become a rocket ship of growth. Your business has all of the elements to become a rocket ship of growth. The one thing that I would say is that a lot of this self-talk, a lot of this self-doubt is starting to creep in. I've heard it from some of you. Some of you have said, I don't know if I have the skill set. I don't know if I have the heart anymore. I don't know if I have the courage to move forward. And I will tell you, we cannot give up. We cannot lose sight of what this looks like in developing this rocket ship. I think there's new things that you're going to see in Indianapolis will be the start. In Indianapolis, you'll start to see the start of this. And we're preparing information in EMEA as well as they start to look at their development and where we're going. I've had some leaders say, well, we've had some leaders who have left the company and gone to other companies. And I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for where they're at, because sometimes they say the grass is not always greener on the other side. Sometimes you just have to water your lawn where you're at today. And I think what's happening is we have to take time to water our own lawn, to water our grass, to take advantage and nurture where we're at today. The foundation of our company with our products is amazing. There's no better products than what we have in our fruits, vegetables, our berry, and our omega. You think about that foundation and what the science and the research that we have around it. We're in the process. We have a new chief information officer that's coming forward right now and developing a new growth pattern for us. We have a new head of marketing, and Sean and I and their team are about to meet with them. We have someone that's coming in that's going to help us develop new brand messaging. And I will tell you, at Indianapolis, you're going to see the new brand positioning as far as messaging that we're moving forward with. It is so exciting what we are doing, but we cannot have you give up. We cannot have you thinking you can't do this. I think of, I'm watching many of you on the screen. Denise Fidelia, I think a powerful leader. I see names on here. I think of, people who are listening in this and I want more. I want to do this. I look at Dee Leeberg. Lee, we're never going to give up on you. I love that smile, but we're not. We want you here. Rihanna Sanford, I'm seeing you out there. I'm seeing you, Rihanna. You have the talent to do this. Paula and Albert, I see you, Paula. Yeah, thanks for that smile. I appreciate it. Don't ever give up. We have a lot of things that are coming forward. Sue, Bob, I see you out there. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Don't lose sight of what you have in front of you. Don't lose sight of the courageous, the life that you can provide and the hope that you can give people. If you've been blessed, raise your hand. If you've been blessed in this life, raise your hand. And if you've been blessed, make sure that you be a blessing to someone else. Make sure that you be a blessing to someone else. Let's make 2024 a year of growth. Grow in 2024. Let's make it happen. I want to say thank you for being on the call. I look forward to seeing all of you in Indianapolis, and I look forward to seeing all of you as we start to think about our conferences.
All right, guys, as we go
Thanks, everyone.
out,
Have a great day.
raise your hand if you've been blessed. I've been blessed. All right, on that note, peace and blessings. Have a beautiful evening. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Mahalo.